So this is the whole syllabus. Okay, we'll fully focus on XML only for 2-3 days because that is a very important tool compared to other reporting tools. I gave here little description about XML. So this we already completed, right? XML publisher, how we can develop and how we can register, correct? So this portion is already completed, it seems. Next one here is repeat header row. This we have not covered, but I'll cover. Layout issues also pending, it seems. The last time we have left in between, that is half of the portion completed this report, correct? In the last class, we discussed about this 1099 payment report. Almost like till here we completed, correct? So we submitted a versional report, saved as outputs and downloaded, renamed it. I did not send you the video. Today I'll share it. Okay. The only two things are pending here. Create RTF and register into application. Okay. This is the seventh step is pending here. So we'll fully focus on this point. Then once we finish this, then we'll cover some other points. Okay. Now it's a continuation to the last class only. 1099 payment report. You can go here. So this is the file we have saved over here. If you come down here, these two formula columns, it will give you the parameters information here. These are all the data. We'll take updated file from payables responsibility. Take it from already previously executed programs. This is the latest program. This one, correct? Customized one. So previously we have given here 2205 wrong date format we have given. Now later we adjusted that. Just click on this. So this is the way we should see. So earlier one file I have opened, this is the wrong file. I mean to say it is not having a proper data. So you should see definitely like this only you should see all the columns and these are all called as this one is a root element and then list tag here. Then after that group name, this is a group name, this is a hierarchy here. And these are all XML element, data element ending here. So ending always represent here slash only. Everywhere you can see slash. So if you see here, this is an XML element and this is the ending element. And this is the element value here. You should see all this. Then only you can save the file. Whatever I saved here, this is not correct. Okay, I'm just deleting this file. Save this file. XML always you have to save. We'll give you this combination. Apply and summary combination. Okay. Now your point here is what it is. This point here. Create RTF. Okay. So to create RTF, we have to take here Windows Word document here. The normal Word document you cannot work. You must have this add-ins here. Add-ins, data, load XML data here. Save. And as usually, you will go with the insert all fields. That's not correct. We have to go with the wizard here. Wizard. Next, there are many groups here. See, If you check here, there are n number of groups, more than 10-15 groups are there here. So which is the group we need to select here is, first you have to open the report builder, then only you have to check here, open an existing report here. Your original report is this one. I mean, your report or customized one, data model. First go with the layout model here in the object navigator, then paper layout here, main section, in the body, you'll be able to see all the layouts here. So right now we are talking about here, supplier summary combination. If you go here, again, parameters combination, this combination, supplier and summary. There is another combination also I will take, that is detailed combination. It will give you the detailed report it is. Right now supplier summary, then if you expand here, as it is a repeating frame, you need to check repeating frame here. Or else go with the layout model, paper layout here. In this, there are 6 layouts. This is the one layout here, F4, region summary. This is not our layout right now. Then go down. Outermost frame you have to select, not this frame or this frame. Outermost frame. Press F4. Region detail. This is not our layout here. I can go. Here also same outermost layout here. F4. So this one is our correct layout. Overall 6 layouts combination here. So now this is the supplier summary here. In this, the group name you need to identify. First select any field here, then F4. This is the field here. F means field here. To identify the parent of it, you can click on here. There is an option here. Select parent frame, then F4. Then again parent frame, F4. You can see this is the G supplier. So you need to select a G supplier group here. Okay. Just go down. The group name here is G supplier. Right now I'm trying to select group here, but I'm confused which group I need to select, correct? So to identify what you have to do, go with the report builder and then select outermost frame, then press F4. You can see here supplier and summary combination. Then after that, choose any one of the field inside of it. Let's say I'm selecting here payment order. Then select parent frame, F4. Payment total is belongs to here GSS payment. So group is changed. GSS payment. These are all you have to make a note so that you can easily work. Payment total. And G supplier group, how many fields are there? Let's say check here vendor name, F4. This F for field here, vendor number. Then again parent frame, F4. So this is also a frame only. I'm checking again parent frame, F4. G supplier it is. Okay. Vendor, if you just double click, you will come to know. Supplier number belongs to G supplier group. And one more column, yeah, this one. Supplier name also same. One is supplier name, other one is supplier number. Only few fields I am taking. Or if you want to take all also fine. It is just explanation only, right? That's why I'm not covering all. Let's see this tax reporting entity. Parent frame, parent frame. Again, 2 times I click directly, okay, instead of searching. That is also belongs to save. Overall, 3 fields or 4 fields I am taking to design a layout. Okay. Now, while creating a group here, like you should not select first G supplier. This is a master group and this is a detail group it is. Same thing, it's already broken into multiple blocks here. Just go down here, check where is the supplier combination here. This is the one, G supplier summary. So the lowest group is what it is here. Somewhere you can check GSS payment group name. These are all already broken into multiple fields, multiple groups. This one is the lowest one here. First group here is G supplier, second is type, and from that they divided into GSS payment, and then again GSS payment W also. Overall, 4 groups are there here. So the lowest group here is GSS payment. In XML publisher, we can derive master into the detail, but not into the reverse way. We cannot refer detail field into the master. That's a limitation here. So that is the reason why what I am saying here. Firstly, I am selecting the lowest group. Lowest group here is at the right hand side. You can see lowest group is what it is, GSS payment, and master group is what it is, G supplier. So initially we have to select GSS payment, and payment total straight away I'm selecting. The field here is what it is, payment total. Okay, move. Next finish. So this is just a one field layout. It is not correct. We should develop output in such a way that last time we saved, right? Very first time we saved here. We saved like this. That's not the data. In this way, we have to develop. The lowest field is what it is. Sorry, this is a detail combination. We output. The least one is here payment total. And the top one here is supplier name. So we are referring master record into the detail block. So obviously detail group we have to insert initially. Clear? Now detail we have inserted. Split this into multiple cells here. Let's say I'm selecting 3, and here also 3 here. Split cells. End group we have to keep at the end here. Just double click on this. You can see end for each. For starting, the syntax here is for each group name. You can see these are all automatically your system will insert for each group name and end for each. It's just like a for loop in your PLSQL. Okay. Now keep it here like this. This also we have to split, right? Split cells. This correct one. Payment total is always at the last. Group starting, and this one is a group ending here, and in between the fields are there. So what are other fields we are going to insert in the output here? One is supplier name, supplier number, tax reporting site. 3 fields are there. So these 3 fields are available in which group? The group name here is G supplier. Okay. Now insert that. We require 2 more, is it? Split cells. Now first field here is insert field. Again, we should not prefer here wizard and all. Wizard is for just for table only. For individual fields, definitely we have to go with a field here. Click on field. Then you tell me which column I need to select this and from which group. By seeing this, just observe it, you will come to know. Yeah, G supplier is the group. From group, we need to select individual fields. we are going to display this output. First is what? Supplier name. So supplier name title here. You go to layout model. It's little easy only, not that much complicated. See, supplier name we are talking about. Supplier name field is this one, F4. Vendor name 4. This is the exact field we have to check here. Check vendor name 4 where it is here. Okay. And insert. Keep aside. Then here vendor number. Next field is what is vendor number 4. And next is tax reporting. See, number I am not taking, but you have to take. I am taking sample fields only. Titles, whatever exactly you kept in the RDF, same field, same titles only we have to keep, not your own. Okay, because we have to do a proper testing. That's it. Your layout is ready. Make sure all single font, similar font here, as well as similar size. And alignment is also you have to make sure. Okay. Like this. Your layout is ready. Then how you control this layout in your RDF? In your RDF, you have control by using if conditions, correct? You just take outermost frame here, just select it F4. Then there is a format trigger here. Format trigger. You can see the terminology here. Format trigger is if condition only. You just click on this. If group by is equal to vendor, break method is equal to summary, then return true. So it is just a PLSQL part, so we made like that. But in XML, what you have to do? Same if condition only, but then and all not required. You keep here same. But this P group by is a parameter, correct? P group by is having a limitation, right? It is not having XML tags. If you go to the parameter portion, object navigator, and go up here. Parameters are available into this portion here, that is user parameters. Whatever the parameter you have selected here is P group by. Just check where it is. Here, F4. It is not having a XML tag here. So alternatively, what we did, as it is not having a XML tag, we took two formula columns here in the last class, correct? Press F4. This tag we have to give here. So instead of P group by, what I need to do? I need to select this one, CF. CF is a formula column here. And in the same way, break method also same. Click on this break method. Select colon. Now, if conditions as well as instead of these are all logical operators, correct? And are not logical operators. So what I am doing is here we have to keep in between here angular bracket and question mark. So whatever the code I've written here is this is a PLSQL. Just before you have seen right somewhere format triggers for the layout model here. Format trigger is in a PLSQL, it is a function. But right now we are writing code into XML tags here. So if remove this, we have to keep angular bracket, question mark. Any tag must be in between this only. This is piece of code here, just a small if condition, nothing much. So that XML code we have to keep into angular bracket, question mark. Now you can see here. The same way here also. Angular bracket, question mark, if condition, summary. Make sure here this, whenever you are copying, sometimes you may copy from Google. So you have to make sure here properly. These are all codes. See, here also same. Looks different, right? Both, correct? Editor to editor, these are all will change. Now next is end if. End if. So two if conditions, then we have to give two end ifs. This is the one layout here. Which layout it is? Summary layout, correct? If you wanted to put here message here, summary layout. This is just for your sake only, you should not keep. And like this, there are 6 layouts. If you see here, layouts, 6 layouts are there here. This is one combination, supplier, region it is, income tax region, and this one is income tax detail, supplier summary, then supplier detail, income tax region, then one more is what it is, just I am not sure, F4, type detail, income tax type detail it is. The 6 layouts you have to design. That's why it will take whole day for you. You need to know how many groups are there, how many fields are there, from where they are getting derived. Go to the data model. Of course, you are not modifying any query, but just open this query and check how many tables they have used and how the joins are used. Right now, you are designing only layout. You are not at all touching query part, any formula columns at all. Okay. Now, another layout we need to do here, that is summary uh, detail combination, right? Supplier and detail. Click on this. Same report only I am submitting. Instead of summary, I am selecting here detail. Okay. Click on OK. Check the dates properly given or not. In XML publisher, how are you controlling this layouts is by using if conditions. In RDF, how are you controlling which trigger it is? Format trigger. Remember that. Format trigger, I'll show you again. Four triggers. Paper layout. Then choose this. This one is a format trigger. Okay. Code is same, but this is PLSQ language and this is XML language. It is XML tags. XML tag. Any tag you take it, it will be enclosed in angular bracket question mark. Okay. Let me see this. It may take time because it is a detailed output, right? So meantime, let's proceed with the further steps. The further steps are what it is here. After creating a RTF, then we have to create data definition and template. Okay. Data definition and template. To create a data definition, we have to always copy a concurrent program short name and make a relationship here. Whenever you are creating a concurrent program here, that concurrent program short name is equivalent to data definition code it is. I am not sure what is the concurrent program short name. So just go here and copy. This is the short name. Okay. Go to XML publisher here. There are two things here. One is data definition, and the other one is template. Data definition. While creating data definition, first click on create data definition. Code is mandatory. This code is a case sensitive. Whatever the concurrent program short name earlier you copied, the same thing you have to paste here. The name you can give anything, but I'm giving same. Tables apply. So we should not use data template because this is an RDA based method. It's not a data template. Fine. The next templates. create template, code, data definition, name, application, everything I'm giving say. Browse. Right now it is document, but what we require is, so we should select here RTF. So definitely just preview, it will allow you or it will ask you to save preview PDF. Right now it is document and it is asking you to save RTF. If used but not declared. See these type of issues because of the space only it will come here. Namespace prefix if used but not declared. Some space is there somewhere. Colon. Namespace. Correct. Yeah, question mark where it is here, right? Yes. Let's see. Okay. The space has created a problem here. So if you notice here, the supplier name, we referred from master group, but it is not giving here. Correct? So what you have to do, first see the hierarchy here, insert field. How many levels above it is? Just count and tell me. Right now, where are you? You have inserted a GSS payment, but how many levels above it is? This is a one level, correct? This minus second, third. These two we should not consider because these are all similar groups. Now you can count. Tell me. So first level, second, third, and fourth. Okay, exactly four level above it is. You need to definitely put this. Yep, one dot slash it is four times you have to keep four. This is the way we can refer master record into the detail block it is. This is in a hierarchy it is. Now definitely will give you data. This one. In the same way supplier number also. For that also you have to keep. One, two. So blindly we cannot keep here two times, three times, or we have to count it. Okay. For this also we'll keep right away. So this is giving data. So same data, whether it is correct or not, you have to verify into your output here. Check the payment total. This is called as a testing. After building your report, definitely you only need to do that. So that's called as a unit testing. Terminology wise, it is unit testing. Okay. Check detail is completed or not. It's completed. You save this file. After generating completely, only you have to save this file. So you should see a symbol here that is done. Sometimes you will see warning also here. Go to file, save as XML. And you need to start loading. Earlier I have loaded summary. Now I have to load detail. At runtime it will take automatically from application. But in this is just a manual testing only here. Now you need to start. Go to report builder. Supply detail, how it has written, we have to check. Click on main section. supplier detail, this one. So this layout is totally different now. Go to paper layout here, fourth layout, this one. First, the lowest group we have to check, F4, or else parent frame straight away, GSD check, okay? Then what next? This one, invoice number, parent frame, GSD, earlier what was that? GSD check, correct. Now after loading, your groups will change, correct? Insert, table/form, wizard, table, check here, group name. These all will take time because we have to check GSD. SD means supply detail it is, correct? So I need to check first GSD check, then later GSD invoice, this one. So you can do it, right? So first GSD check, next. So which fields you need to derive here? Payment date. Payment date is check date. Payment number. Payment, that is different. It's only these two fields. Okay, check date and rest of the fields are ID fields, correct? Check number, check date. These are all ID fields. We are not displaying. Next, next, finish. So after this, what you have to do? You need to split it. Split cells. Here also two cells. Last field is okay. We'll go with the report builder only. Payment date means that check date only. Okay, check number. So whole day you can work on this, not a problem. They will give at least 3 days for this to finish. What else we require here? Invoice number, invoice date, then invoice amount. 3 fields. One more field I will split it. So from which group I need to bring all these 3? You wanted to check again? F4, GSD, invoice. Just compare that RDF. Insert field. You tell me, minimize it. All the 6 groups you can see. It's good, right? Only whatever you wanted, you can expand it. So which one I need to expand now? Which group? Correct. That's right on. SD means supply detail, TD means tax detail, RD means region detail. It's easy, right? Click on this. Right now you are into GSD payment. GSD payment or check? Check, correct? Sorry. You tell me how many dot slashes required as per your analysis now. Just count it. First group, 1, 2. So do we need to count this? No, because they are in parallel. So minimize it. Then after that, this is also parallel group, right? Correct. Now how many groups? 1, 2. We require invoice date only, right? Invoice date, invoice amount. Just two only, not four. Correct. So these groups are all similar. We should not count. Simple formula. So one, two. So these are all similar, right? In XML hierarchically we have to go. The hierarchy also you are seeing here only. If I want address, then as you said, correct. One, two, three, four, like that I need to go. Okay. So now tell me how many data slashes required for this? Two, correct. Again, I'm clicking on field. Minimize, minimize. This one, correct. Invoice number. Just double click here also. Double click. Invoice amount. Perfect. Your detail layout is ready now. How you need to control by using same if conditions only. Copy. End if also required. Instead of summary, what we have to do? Detail. So detail from where I can copy from XML file. At the end, you can see this one. Whenever you are copying, make sure there should not be a space. Check, cross check. Right now, or just before we have loaded the detail related summary, even though it is there, it should not fire. Okay, two layouts are there here. Based on the if conditions, it will fire only that. So it is still firing, means some condition is wrong here. Break method is equal to summary, break method is equal to detail. This condition is not working because both are appearing here. And that to invoice number, invoice date, invoice amount is also not working properly. Check by loading. First of all, load summary, whether it is working or not. Both are working. Correct. As you said, this is wrong, it seems. And one more here that is missed, correct? Angular bracket. Verify once. Summary layout only, it's working, correct? Now load detail. Just a if condition it is. Why extra bracket is coming? Because of this, correct? Type here detail. Summary layout. Detail loaded detail. Now it is detail. Summary is not at all appearing. Conditionally, based on the parameter, it is firing here. Okay. Whatever the loaded data, based on that only it will fire. Even though there are 6 layouts, but at a time only one layout will give you output. Is that clear? So like this, how many other layout you need to build as an assignment? What there are four more. Four more is, if you want, we can just check the combination here. 1099. Tell me combination. Supplier summary is over. I made it. That is also over. Now next is income tax type detail. Income tax type summary. Okay, all the layout is already designed. So you need to display here few more combinations here. Type summary, type detail, and region summary, Is a good assignment for you. That's why it took complicated report. Okay. So 4 more layouts you have to do with your own hands today. Just compare this report builder. Take whole day. No worries. Now once you finish this layout, save. So I'm removing. Upload this RTF at this particular place here. File name. Default output type always PDF. I'm selecting. File. Browse. Then this layout is designed in language. Territory, you have to make sure here. It's an optional. So there is no asterisk symbol here, but still I'm selecting here. United States. Then apply. Your layout, data definition both completed. Only two. Administration is just for your PDF output style and your path, temporary path, and RTF template, securities. These are all administration. And if you are doing multi-language, you can add font mapping, any different fonts, other language, non-English. You can go with the administration thing here. But mostly we'll touch template and data definition. Your report is over now. We request custom report, right? We require 2005. Follow this date only. Don't waste your time. Supplier name, advantage, tax reporting entity, that is operations. Okay. Other. It should bring your layout here. Copy. Detail. Once we click on OK, so it is not bringing the layout. That is wrong. Go to system administrator. Take this. Go to data definition and we have to search. We made wrongly. Correct? So let's create data definition again, not an issue. Hardly 1 minute job, right? Based on the practice, speed will come. Default output type, PDF. So territory I'm not giving. Now verify. Someone proposal is very interesting to practice multiple times. So now it is picked up a layout, right? We have to be careful everywhere. Earlier we did not get this layout from XML because that is not matched. Reporting option where this two?
No, summary details.
Okay. We'll take one time summary, other time detail. Okay. Two times you have to submit. For this program, the layout is not there, right? Then cancel that request. Otherwise, it will keep this program in hold till its execution. So steps are simple only, but to do all this, it will take time. Okay, just hardly 7, 8 steps only. So last time we spent around 1 hour 40 minutes, but again, I don't know, maybe last 40 minutes. For you also, it will take whole day. I know that. Meantime, we'll see some more points. Okay. So everyone aware of P2P, correct? Invoices, entry, invoices. This screen you are aware, correct? What are the tables for suppliers? Table name. Payables, table name. AP, that is for checks, right? For invoice. P2P have not practiced. AP invoice all is for invoice number, that is okay. For suppliers, I'm asking. AP schedules. AP payment schedules for balance amount it is. AP PO line locations all it is, but that is not for AP module. ఏ టేబుల్ ఎందుకు కూడా చెప్పలేకపోతున్నారు మీరు. So if you have a confusion, then as I mentioned, go with the ETR. I don't know ETR how many times you open, but better open for every table once, at least once. Yes. AP supplier stored information about supplier level attributes. I'll click on this. It showed supplier information, purchasing, receiving, tax, everything. Okay. So this is the table name here. And the primary key of this particular table is vendor ID. And if you want to join with invoice table also, same vendor ID it is. Now here the table name, if you wanted to know, record history, take this view, go to toad. Queries preparations, you are very weak, practice. Food, script. PO vendors, of course, they are mentioned, but actually the table behind this is AP suppliers. This is a table name for supplier, as well as supplier is available into edged parties also. The same thing they have mentioned somewhere here. Because supplier is available into TCA, Trading Community Architecture, TCA full form. Supplier information is stored in two tables. One is AP suppliers, other one is, as I mentioned just before, that is exit parties. We'll talk separately about this. What is TC architecture, how many tables, what is hierarchy and all. Just a 5 minute job only. Now the another table, that is AP invoices all. Join condition is somewhere you can see, that is a vendor ID. Okay. Now you are aware, right, how to build a query. So I'm simply typing two tables. I'm taking two tables, AP invoices all, and another table, that is AP suppliers. Join condition is also I shown you just before, that is correct vendor ID. And some fields I'm picking here. Vendor name, vendor number is stored into segment column, segment one column. Invoice date, other fields, amount paid. These are all actually you need to prepare like this. Go here. If I wanted invoice number, just go help and diagnostics, exam invoice number. The same way here also. As I know, I type it simply. You also will be like that only. Once you get a confirmation where exactly it is stored, then you can type directly. Every time you know to go to diagnostic, this is all time waste. Amount paid, invoice amount, and one more is here. This one. Invoice type. Invoice type lookup code it is. Dot and wait for seconds. Alias name is type. So this is the query. Overall 1,45,000 records are there, but whenever you are previewing from PDF and all, it will take a lot of time. So do not take, only restrict it to few suppliers, few vendor names. Let's say GE Capital, GE Plastics, or whatever your Advantage Corp. Okay. You take this query. I'm selecting here and sub dot vendor name. For vendor ID also we can take, that is also better. Vendor ID 1, vendor ID 2, vendor ID 3. Only 3 suppliers are selected. Let's see how many records are there. Still 17,000. I don't want to load all those many. 2 is enough. 2 suppliers I am taking in as an example. Still 10,000 records are there. So it's a simple query only. You can keep adding some columns, but right now I'm okay with this to explain few points with this. Okay, take this query, go to report builder, file, new report, build a new report manually, click on OK. So there is a SQL here, SQL query. This is a report builder we are talking. XML report, both are integrated only. This is the way you can see. If you want to divide into group, what you can do, the segment 1, I am just putting alias here, vendor number. You can see the name changes. How to break into 2 groups here is simply keep here like this, vendor number. In earlier report also we have seen groups like that only. They have divided Oracle people, they have divided like this only. Whatever the groups you are seeing, simply if you want to see the payment type total, and income tax reason separately, simply drag and drop here. Okay, these groups you may feel how they built. It's easy. Based on the hierarchy it is. Supplier wise invoices. And even you can break into multiple groups like if there is a date. Is there any date field here? No, right? Date wise also you can take it. AIA dot invoice date. Okay. In one day you can see multiple invoices. See, there are three groups right now. Supplier group, supplier wise, invoice date wise. It's like a group by kind of thing. Okay, but right now I'm not taking date, only two groups or single group also I'm okay. To delete it, simply select this, delete it. Now it will combine as a single group. Okay. For further example, if you wanted to divide, you can divide right away. G is supplier, G is the group, and invoices I'm breaking into two groups here. Invoice number, invoice amount, amount paid. Then after that, invoice date, invoice type lookup code. What type of the invoice it is? You can take as a detail, of course, no worries. This is for G invoice details. Save this. Layout I am not designing. This layout I am going to use into XML. Go to file, save as. So right now it is report JSP, but we have to use always RDF. How to register as a concurrent program? We already saved. See, like this only. We need to know or somewhere we'll follow the steps. First, we'll create a RDF. This is another point we are discussing now. 1099 is over. That's not related to it. Okay. Create RDF. We already created without layout model. Then after that, deploy the RDF report into Oracle application top by using any FTP. So FTP is here. I have taken WinSCP. Login. Path you know very well, correct? You've gone through multiple times. Where exactly we have saved? Here only, right? No? Yeah, sorry. Here I am saying. Okay. Move this one correct. Then properties 777. Go with the points here. Go to system administrator. These points you have to follow. Go to system administrator and then create executable by taking method as Oracle reports. And correct program. Thank you. Right. It's not having any parameters, correct? Save. But as it an XML publisher, we have to take always XML. Okay. If it is only RDF, then we can go with the text format. Concurrent program is over. So create a concurrent program. Format type is XML. That is over. Now next is attach to request group. Submit from responsibility. We can see the XML tags. 5, 6. We'll see single shot. Take this. Security, responsibility, request. Request group name is we are here now. Submitted. Save as .xml file. We output 10,000 records. It has to show now. Done it is. File save as. We have to take here XML. Next is, if you already have a Word document, you can take blank document here. Data. Load XML data. Now it's plain, right? Nothing to worry. You can go with the all fields. Okay. Review PDF. Put same name for all the extensions. RTF, .xml file, .rdf. Okay. So this is the way we can build. So another point, whatever we discussed here is one is 1099 payment report. Report customization we have seen. Next is build XML publisher report or else XML publisher report development steps by using RDF builder. Okay, this is the point we have seen. So now next another points are here. If you see your output, it is simply saying credit, but I need to display as a credit memo or credit note. And in the same way here also debit. So we have to display as a debit memo. It's if condition, but for if condition there is a case statements are there. Case or else when then paid. Okay. Choose command we can use. Just typing syntax. Choose colon. Choose. This is all XML tags. Colon. Your column name here is type simply. Equal to what are its values. File is not there. I'll preview. Okay.
without creating layout model, how can we
No, this is the old one. Old one.
already have
Yeah, layout model we created. See, this is the layout model. Layout model means this is a Word document, is a layout model. This is the layout. So this is XML publisher layout model. And I said initially create RDF without layout model. Same layout we are going to replace with the Word document layout.
because without layout model, they can display in Word document.
Yes. No, layout model is here. We are doing both. Data model is from RDF. Layout model is from Word document. If it is plain RDF, if it is not integrated with XML publisher, we have to do here data model here only, layout model here only.
If it is not
If
integrated.
it, yes, if it is not integrated with the XML publisher, layout you have to design like this. These are all frame. Then again inside of it, repeating frame. We have seen right just before. These are all complex actually. That's why they have introduced XML publisher. So this layout model we are going to use in the form of your Word document, RTF we can say. Okay. Now you can copy this credit. Is equivalent to. So how you would like to display the credit name of we can say, and then end when. End when. In the same way, another condition. Just copy paste wherever there is a need. Okay. Instead of credit, it is debit. Likewise, how many types of invoices are there in P2P? You remember how many types of invoices are there? Credit memo, debit memo, POD form. You forgotten all this? Invoices, entry, invoices. So how many types of invoices in account payable? These many are there. Likewise, you have to keep here almost 9 conditions you have to keep. Okay. If it is a standard, we have to display the standard invoice. So there is a otherwise here. When choose otherwise it is. Otherwise. Otherwise, what you have to display? So that is simply as it is. As it is means your type column only it is. It is a case sensitive, avoid typing. Okay, XML language is case sensitive. Otherwise, type and then end otherwise. Okay, so are you okay with the syntax? First, choose. This is a starting point of choose, and this is ending. And here when, and then end when. Otherwise, we have to use end otherwise. Just copy the syntax. Keep it over here. Two minutes. 2 minutes over. Preview PDF. It's showing correct like this. If you feel it is occupying so much space, okay, other than this condition, this choose when only title, other than title, you have to keep into the font size is only one like this. Do not feel if you see any dots here, do not remove. Okay, these are all for space. What they will do, they will keep here as a one. Okay, and in the same way, format you can take it. Just one pointer. Format painter. The same way. End when. Otherwise, like this, you have to keep. Only titles you keep, the rest everything put into one, because size is also matter here while designing. Now preview same. So today we have discussed 3 points. What are they? The point 1099 payment report and when choose otherwise, and then these are all the three. Yeah, tell me.
If we create both the data model and data model, why we are loading the data XML and RDF report into Word document?
Yeah, so designing this layout is easy, or designing this layout is easy. You tell me which is
Word
better.
document is easy.
Yeah, for that only they have introduced. So designing this layout is difficult, right?
Even if we create layout mode also, we are loading in Word document.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So existing RDF, if you want to design queries on your own again, this all will take time. That's why they are asking, Oracle people are asking, do not use this existing layout. Instead of this, prefer designing layout into XML Publisher RTF. So all RDF
So
reports,
need not to create a layout mode.
layout model we have to create, but in Word document, not in RDF. If you want to design any new report now, so you should not take all this frame, repeating frame, these are all little complex. So compared to this, you use RDF with data model. So instead of layout model, what you have to do, use the Word document. Data model is RDF, layout model is RTF.
Okay, Word.
Yeah, Word document, but that's called as RTF here. Okay.
So no layout mode is needed.
Layout model is needed, but in the Word document you have to design. You understood, right?
Okay. Layout means the layout model in RDF builder, right?
Correct. Yeah, layout model is not required in the RDF builder.
Yeah, not required.
Not required, because we should not use all this. These are because they have not only this layout designing. So there are many other points. See, if you preview here output, there are other formats are there, HTML, XML, but here only text format is there. So there are other points also there, not only these two. I'll let you know about that. Okay.
Okay, my doubt is if we both creating both the data model and layout model, why we are loading in Word document?
Yeah, these are all existing reports. These are all not our own reports, right? Existing report we are converting into XML publisher. You understood, right? So if totally brand new requirement, then we should not use all this. Straight away we can delete it. You don't need to do. Okay. So instead of that, what we can do, we can go with the Word document and create a layout model it is. You understood, right?
We are means if you want selected groups
Correct.
from that we are
Creating a layout model. Yeah. So data model will give you query and fields. What fields needs to be derived and which groups needs to be selected. And layout model is just will assign a source. For any reporting tool, data model, layout model is required. Data model will have a query here, see this query. But layout model will not have a query.
it is just for display.
Displaying purpose, correct.
For all the
Data model is for selection purpose, layout model is for printing purpose.
Yeah.
That's it.
So for all such groups, we need to create.
Yeah, you have to create. It will take whole day for you. You have to do with the patience. Okay. So creating layout for me, it will take 2-3 hours because I need to know all the columns, all the fields and all. So we will not have that much patience in the classroom. So that's why whatever the explainable that I explained. So today we discussed about 3 points. One is 1099 payment pending thing, and other one is RDA based, and one if condition. If condition or choose when. These 3 points. So likewise, the whole XML publish almost how many points are there? Overall 36 points are there, but some points will be covered in the explanation itself. So at least 20 points, if you focus, then you can easily work on XML publisher. XML publisher is very important in your course, other than cycles. So today, tomorrow, day after, at least 4-5 days continuously, we will work on this. Okay. I'll share this last time class and today's class. Fully focus on these points only today. No O2C, no. BI publisher is different. BI publisher is standalone tool also. PeopleSoft people also can use. SAP also can use. XML is only integrated with the Oracle apps.